Hi, my name is Howard Rappaport, the Senior Director for Chemicals at the Pricing Purchasing Group here at IHS. And this is another in a series of continuing conversations that we're having with our customers about significant drivers in the marketplace for the commodities that we cover in price and purchasing. I'm going to talk a little bit today about the chemicals markets and how those are impacted by changing energy prices and dynamics. As many of you know, the chemical industry is intimately connected to energy. For better or for worse, most of our cash costs and the products that we produce are based on oil and gas starting points as raw materials. So the price of oil and gas and the movements of oil and gas prices can be very influential and impactful on prices in our market. Now, besides making up the majority of the raw material stream that we need to make these chemical and plastic products, the oil and gas fuels are also used for transportation, whether it's rail, ship, or truck, to get these products to their destination. In addition to that, they're also used as energy and fuel at the production facility to drive the boilers and the compressors and various other pieces of equipment that are needed to actually produce the products. So there's a very close coupling and relationship of the price of oil and gas and those movements in the marketplace with the chemical and plastics business. First of all, as we look at the chemical business and trace back over the last several years and try to connect the dots with the energy price, you can see where over the last 10 or 12 years, oil prices have been slowly and steadily rising throughout the last decade or so. And today we find ourselves in the neighborhood of $100 per barrel, give or take. And that's going to be sustaining itself over the next several months and several quarters. And as we get into 2014, we will see some relief. The interesting thing about oil prices is not only the fact that they have been on the increase, but also the fact that there is an increasing amount of volatility in those prices over the last several years, and we see that continuing in the future. Natural gas is another part of the equation, and here in North America we have the benefit of an abundant supply of low-cost natural gas. And as you can see from the natural gas price reflection over the last 10 or 12 years, that natural gas prices have actually come down from their previous highs as we saw earlier in the decade. We expect natural gas prices to remain in the $4 per million BTU range in the near term. Now, looking ahead to 2014, our current forecast has Brent crude oil somewhere in the neighborhood of $94 per barrel and WTI, West Texas Intermediate, in the range of $89 per barrel. And those are the average prices we expect for next year, which are slightly lower than what we're experiencing today. Natural gas, on the other hand, is also going to be in the range of $4 per million BTU in 2014, which is pretty much equal to where we're at today. So knowing that, as we look at the price forecast for chemicals and plastics going into 2014, we do expect to see an easing of prices for base chemicals and plastics. Those prices should be reflected in the marketplace, assuming there are no major upsets or interruptions of supply or other dynamics that are beyond the control of the industry. Now, we've just taken a quick look at the influence of oil and gas prices on the chemical supply chain and plastic supply chain and what those prices are expected to do over the next 6 to 12 months. In the next segment, we'll take a closer look at the process flow in the industry and how oil and gas fit into the overall production picture when making base chemical and plastic products. Thanks.